Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, yes. I think I had my mute button on. So I was
Yeah,
just
yeah, actually
talking.
you did.
Oh my God. Well, I was just rambling on about some stuff. I said, welcome to I guess I'll start over. Welcome to the third episode of Super Talk. This is a very free format, relaxed show where we just kind of hang out and talk, and the panel's open to everybody. There is a link down in the description if you want to join us on the panel. Feel free. We do a show every Thursday that has a lot of topics. It's much more structured, and we kind of go through that. This show is the counterpoint to that, basically. Just casual, no format, just talk about whatever. I do have some rough things that maybe we could talk about if we need to. But if you're in the chat, feel free to, just join the conversation there. Questions. It could be a Q&A or AMA or, any of those types of letters. So, there's that, or just hang out and, talk about whatever. Or if you want to join us, again, that link for joining the panel is in the description, but I will put it periodically throughout the live chat feed, so you can click right through that and join us as well. And I apologize for the beginning. I had my mute button on, so you saw me like with my hands and stuff. So, but no sound. That's why. So don't adjust your settings. That was me. Okay, so let's get back to Edwin. Now that I rehashed that whole thing, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm gonna be in and out because I'm pressing a book right now. But
okay, that's cool.
Everything is good. Just haven't been on in a while. You've been doing your thing. I've been doing my thing. Issues and stuff like that. Falling asleep. Stuff like that. So
yeah, I just had a.
But not much going on. I'm probably going to try to get my wife to go see Ant-Man this weekend. That seems to be the topic this week. So other than that, man, just glad to be on for a little bit.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you could, find some time here. I know you've been super busy with pressing. You must have a lot of customers and repeat customers and books in queue to get pressed up, right?
Actually, that hasn't been the challenge. I just emailed ETA Nick. I was able to remove some tape off of a book, which was quite a challenge, and it wasn't a perfect removal, but I got it off. And it was from my Batman 121 first appearance of Mr. Freeze.
Nice. Because
I'm actually getting ready to submit that to CGC this week, so I had to get that taken care of.
Yeah. All right, cool. That tape must have been on there for a long time if it was a 121, right?
Probably. Yeah. 30, 40, maybe 50 years.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Oh, good job. Did you put any pictures up like before and after on your Instagram?
I'm in the process of doing that. I took some before pictures. I'm gonna get off here just for a second and let you ramble some more.
All right.
But when I'm done with it, I'm gonna get some after pictures for sure.
Right on. Yeah, I definitely want to see that. So that's pretty cool. I've taken stickers off of some newer books. Not tape that's set for any long time like that, but some heat to make the glue more pliable and like a very steady hand behind it peeling very slowly. That worked for that, but I just kind of for the tape that's been there a long time. I just kind of figured that's just never coming off, but it sounds like you're saying that it's possible still, so that's cool. So, all right. So I'll let you take care of that. So we have Sweet Exorcist is here. He says hello. So hello back to you. Good, sir. I saw that you put up the song that you got your name from. So that's pretty cool. Jason Smith, I see you as well. What's going on, man? Happy to have you here. I'm probably getting ready for the auction tonight over on the Great Legend Show. He's having a big old auction tonight on his YouTube channel. So that should be a lot of fun, a lot of good books there. I think that Jason is on the panel. If not, he'll be there just hanging out, talking about his shenanigans at the post office. Philly Superman, what's going on, man? Glad you're here as well. So cool to have you here. I see Jason Joker M21. What's going on, man? Glad to have you here as well. So Philly said he's working and reading comics. That's a very good combination of things. I think you should have it switched if you're making it a priority list, reading those comics instead of working, right? I do that sometimes. Okay, so Jason's moderating. he's the regulator tonight. So cool. So I do have a link in the description if you want to join and hang out, but I will put it here as well. But I did have a couple things I wanted to talk about. This is going to be the next couple of weeks kind of light on news because in 2 weeks is San Diego Comic-Con. I think that the publishers and studios are saving like some of the big stuff for the con when all eyes will be on that. That's a great time to make their announcements, to do their reveals, you know, things like that. So the next couple of weeks are going to be fairly light on like big news things. I'm sure we'll get, you know, some things like we could definitely talk about. We talked about it last night. It is a vicious cycle, yeah. We talked about it last night. The news had just broken. As we were live, Justin, right on cue, we were just talking about it last night of how Steve Ditko had passed.
Yep.
You know, so I was just telling the folks that the next couple of weeks are going to be kind of light on news because of San Diego Comic-Con, and a lot of people, the studios and publishers, are most likely going to be waiting for you know, to do their reveals and stuff, right? That makes sense.
Yes.
Yes. But then there'll be like unexpected things like what we had yesterday with Steve Ditko. Unfortunately, he passed, 90 years old. Spider-Man. Well, he did a ton of stuff. Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and quite a few things for DC as well. But
yeah, the news cycle is going to go nothing San Diego Con or San Diego Comic-Con, nothing New York Comic-Con, and then random stuff, you know?
That's right. That's right. Yep. And in the middle there, we'll get like Teen Titans Go to the Movies and Into the Spider-Verse to talk about, right? So there'll be a little bit of like movie stuff we can chat about. So, all right. So Phillies, yeah, because they're not going to be in Hall H. So he says Marvel will be spilling a lot in the next 2 weeks. They always give all their best stuff before San Diego Comic-Con, but they're not doing Hall H this year, which is very interesting. They made that choice. I guess they've really been pulling back on a lot of their stuff. Like they've been holding their news for D23, which is a Disney thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, pulling back like, you know, some of their movies and stuff.
Why is it always called D23?
There is a reason for it, and I forgot.
Okay, I didn't know if you knew. Like I remember when I first heard it, I thought the number was just going to continue to go up, but it always stays the same. So I don't know.
Yeah, Disney. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's because Disney was founded in 1923.
Oh, okay, well that makes sense.
So D for Disney, 23 for 1923.
That makes sense.
I thought it was like part 2 of Eminem's band or something.
Yeah, right.
Like instead of D12,
D12
times
yeah.
2.1.
They could be very likely. I think that my answer was a little more plausible. So I don't know. So I had a couple things, you know, because we were talking about the con. They did publish. They do it basically every year, 2 weeks out from the con, the big con. The whole schedule of events. They have it up on the website. So if we need to or want to or so inclined, we can go through that. But I guess first I wanted to ask you guys, do you have any, cons or shows coming up? I think, Justin, you said that you might have one in the next week or two. Is that right?
There's a $5 con, like a one-day, like quarterly one-day con tomorrow.
That's the one you were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. That one's called the Atlanta Comic Convention, right? Okay. And then next weekend is the Atlanta Comic Con. That's like an all weekend one, and then Dragon Con, of course, is coming up after that.
Right. That's gonna be a biggie.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I've decided to hold off on the two coming up and just focus on Dragon Con.
That's what I was gonna say, man. Because from what you tell me, I need to have my money and my walking shoes.
Yep. Save up those pennies.
Mm-hmm. Artist Alley at Dragon Con's a lot of fun though, because there's so many people, and you can, they're selling you their books or giving their books away to you. It's awesome.
I'm like, oh, sure, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And you can always get a signature from Peter David because he'll be sitting there with nothing to do.
Wow.
I might have him sign like one of my Hulk books or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking like that, or like some Spider-Man 2099 stuff that he did, or
yeah,
he needs like a banner or something with like the key books that he worked on or something.
I mean, sadly, he pretty much has one. Like,
oh, he does.
Yeah, it's Peter David. You know, like it says it in
it's
stuff.
A big list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, you know, he's never writing like the hot book at the moment or anything like that, you know.
Yeah.
I asked him about that Hulk 340 because I guess you know the one where Wolverine's going like this and Hulk's reflection is on Wolverine's claws.
Yep.
And I was asking him, I was like, so I read that you got that Todd gave you the cover to Hulk 21. He's like, yep. And I sold it for a lot of money later.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. So there was a con recently that Marv Wolfman was at. And I guess his table was pretty empty too, which is kind of a shame. Mm-hmm. He's another one that's like, you know, everybody should know Marv Wolfman's name. You know? It was funny. There was, I think it was in the late, well, I guess it might have been 1970 or so. Before the code was updated in 71. Mm-hmm. He was writing some books and he had his name on the cover, you know, as how they do, you know, credit for the creative team. And it got kicked back by the Comics Code Authority because you're not supposed to have like monsters and stuff. So then Marvel had to explain, no, that's actually Marv's last name. That they're not talking about like the Wolfman. That's a true story.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Wolfman.
But yeah, like no. So I have a con coming up. Last year, it's called SuperCon. Biggest con in South Florida. It's coming up on the 21st. Last year, they moved the venue up closer to me. It used to be in South Beach. Now they moved it up to Fort Lauderdale because they're doing construction on on the convention center where they normally have it. And the road to get there, a lot of our main roads here, unfortunately, they're like the main corridors are like 1 or 2 lane roads. And it's really inconvenient to have to do like turnarounds and U-turns and stuff. Anyways, last year I was at this convention center here in Broward County, and it was just a mess. Like the traffic, you know, the people getting there, they were at capacity to the point where there was a line outside, and if you left for whatever reason to go to your car, or, you know, whatever, you couldn't get back in. You had to go back in the line. The fire marshal said no more people can come in. You have to let people out before you can let people in. That was on the Saturday. That's how
I've heard.
Packed it was.
I've heard that before. That happened to a con that we were at. It was just getting so busy that So that doesn't surprise me. Yeah.
So I'm anticipating something similar this year. Luckily, what they're doing, because I'm doing just one day, this Saturday, so I'll go just one day, which is of course the busiest day, right? But today and tomorrow, they're at one of the comic shops out a little bit west from me. And you can do like your pre-registration and get your wristband and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I don't have to wait in the lines. I can just, when I get there, just walk right in. I'll have everything good to go. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go do that tomorrow after Sunday morning comics.
That's right. That's right.
And then that will help out next week, you know, just a little bit less line waiting, you know, so.
That's a good idea. I'll look into that for Dragon Con.
Yeah, maybe they have like
how early or where you can pick up things early.
Hopefully they have. I mean, it makes sense. It's smart, right?
I mean, I do have like a horror story about Dragon Con.
Uh-oh.
And it was about getting my pass. Right?
Just recently? This one?
No, this was two or three Dragon Cons ago. The first time I ever got a media pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all right. So get down there, and you got to go to the specific hotel, right, to get the media pass because that's where the media room is or whatever, right? The place was already so packed they wouldn't let me in because I didn't have a pass, but I couldn't. But my pass was inside. You know what I'm saying?
You had to go pick it up. Yeah.
So I had to go to a different hotel where the actual like registration and lines and all that stuff are. Get somebody from there to call someone at the hotel. And then I had to go back to the other hotel and wait for that person to find me outside and walk me in to get my pass. That ordeal took 2 hours.
That took 2 hours?
That took 2 hours.
Dang.
I was ready to go home. I didn't even care.
Wow, that's a bad start to the day. That kind of sets the tone for everything else, right?
Yeah.
Going already miserable. Wow, that sucks.
So I will make sure that anyone who's wanting to go to Dragon Con this year does not run into that problem.
Good.
I'll scout it out before anything happens.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it sounds like we'll be rolling with a few people, so we can always make sure everyone's got their badges on. Comics with Bueller said he was at a convention. He was filming, like doing an interview, and the power went off. The lights went off. So he was in the middle of doing the interview, and just boom, darkness for a while. So
that would suck.
Yeah. What's up, Gomez?
What's up, everybody?
That shmoney guy.
How you guys doing?
Today he's everybody's panelist.
Oh yeah.
I'm on everybody's screen this week.
That's right.
He's making the rounds.
Making the rounds, yeah. Cool. What's going on with you?
Not much. Just was working on a grind and just came home, decided to pop in for a little bit, trying to disrupt JOS live comics.
Nice. Nice.
You get your own home crew, so that's nice.
Sweet. You got any conventions coming up? We were just chatting about,
I just sorry about that. I just purchased a ticket to CampbellCon because it's around my area, around San Jose, San Francisco area, around the Bay. Yeah. I purchased it. I got $4 off because they had a 4th of July kind of like discount, so it's $9.50 to get in, and it's not till October though. That's the only bad thing. But it's I'm ahead of the game.
Yeah, but now you got plenty of time to like plan and check out like the artist list and everything, get your books ready. So, and then I did a live show. I did a live show yesterday. Show a couple of my slabs that I got from my other con that I went to about a few months back.
Nice. I'll have to check that out. I don't know. Do you guys like before the convention? You pull up the list of the the guest list. And then I don't know. For me, it's really easy because I use an online database where you can filter your collection by the creators and stuff. So I compare that with the list, and I pull out all the books that I would want. That's the way I decide on the books, and I find like books that I didn't realize, like even for some of the creators that I don't know their name or they're not like somebody I would like jump at going to see. Mm-hmm. I might still find a book that I'm like, hey, they're going to be there, and there's that book. Might as well check, say hi to them. So do you do that, or what's your strategy for pulling out books, when you're prepping for a convention? Or do you have one?
I mean, my main thing is I'll just go through and look at like, that con's website to see who's on the guest list and go down through that. And yeah. I mean, that's just how I do it. And then I have to think. See, your way is better because you have an easy, convenient way of pulling things up. So then once I see the guest list, right, then I have to go to another website of however many and figure out what did that person exactly work on that I might have in my collection. And then I have to find it.
Yeah. Well, that's the tough part of, actually finding the books. I think that's the most difficult part of the whole thing, right?
Yes.
How about you, Gomez?
You know what? When I went to cons, when I first started, like went to 1 or 2, I didn't really care about the writers as much. I just cared about finding them gems or finding key books. Right. But lately, like big up to Cholula's Comics, we've talking on Sidebar, and he's got me into getting CGC slabs or getting actually meeting the writers or the artists of the covers of the. So I've been actually doing my Exile Station. I drew a blank. I kind of like dig through my books, and some books I forget that I have, so I try to get them signed. Yeah. That's what I did with Joe Benitez. I got some books that had some virgin covers. I got them SIG, and I got some extra ones that I got. One at an auction, and another one I had. I just kept that just for a personal PC as well. Nice. So it's a little bit of both, a little bit of everything. But I'm more into like getting stuff signed for remembrance now.
Right. What did J. Scott Campbell charge?
I didn't. Joe Benitez didn't charge.
Oh, Joe Benitez. I'm sorry.
Joe Benitez didn't charge. I just bought a few Lady Mechanica books from him because he had them pretty good. So I spent like $30. He signed like 6 comics and he didn't even charge. So I just said, it's about $5 a sig. Usually people charge 10, 15, 20.
Right.
What's his name?
Jay Scott was charging 20 3 years ago when he was in Dallas.
He'll be at Dragon Con.
Yeah. They break it up now. They'll have, raw books, or if you're submitting to CGC, like they'll be like, hey, you can do this book for free, but if you're there with a witness, it's $20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Greg Horn did that. He said if you have a CGC witness, I'll charge you 15. But since my daughter was with me on the latest one with the San Francisco Con, he didn't charge her because it was for my daughter, and then for myself, he said I'll just charge you 10 for both. He usually charges 10 each, but since my daughter was with me, he just said, "Don't worry about that." I said, "I'm not getting these CGC; these are just for my PC."
Yeah. Okay. Jared Ham says that Campbell's free if you buy the books from his booth.
Oh, cool.
So, I guess if you bring stuff, they'll charge. If you buy it there, it'll be free. So that's cool.
No, yeah, I got you. I just randomly heard Campbell. For some reason, my brain went. I connected the dots of like Benitez to like Weapon Zero, and then I went to like Gen 13 and came back up to Campbell. So
whole train of thought there.
Yep.
Cool. How about you, Edwin? What's your process for picking out books and deciding which creators to see when you're getting ready for a convention? Or do you have one? I'm sure you do.
I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of people that I like. It's kind of tough. I mean, I honestly, if I can afford it, I'll probably get as many people to sign as much stuff as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Some stuff I keep, but most of the stuff I sell. But I feel where Gomez is coming from, because it's the whole slabbing thing and getting stuff signed for your own personal collection is really cool. And it can be addicting, man. Getting slabs can be addicting.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get that submission back and you're like, you're just like jumping off, bouncing off the walls. Like how Justin did when he got his What If number 10.
Yeah.
So it's just tough to say, but I'm willing to sign from anybody.
That's cool. It can be kind of tough to pick who. What was I gonna say?
Well, your wallet makes the decision for me. I don't know about y'all, but
yes, sir.
Absolutely. Now, where do you put Artist Alley on your, like, for example, some people will go and they just don't even care. They'll go hit like, the Power Rangers people and the movie, that side of it. Some people are there for Funko Pops, some people they'll hit up, some people are there, they hit up Artist Alley first, get their signatures. Or some people just head right to the bins and like start digging.
Well, here's the thing, and here's what I'll tell people: like, especially if you're going to get a sketch. And I don't know how many people know this, but you need to get your stuff done like Friday or Thursday. The very first day that they open those doors, you need to give your books for sketches and remarks and all that stuff the very first day. Otherwise, come the next day or Saturday, they're going to be too packed and they're not going to be able to get to you.
Yeah, and ask them if you think they'll be able to finish by the end of the weekend, right? That's because otherwise they'll have to take it home with them, and you'll be chasing them down over the phone and email for God knows how long.
Right. We've all heard those horror stories.
Yes.
Right. I think Ray Jr. has the best one.
Yeah. If you don't want to hurt your opinion of one of your favorite artists, make sure you're there early.
Yeah.
I got the slabs to show. I'll show you guys the slabs I showed on my live PDFs that I brought.
Do it.
It's Joe Benitez, the one in I think it's 1 in 20, 125, number 2 volume. So this one right here.
Oh yeah.
This is the one I got signed, but I didn't get a press or nothing. So this is the 9. The reason why is because in the back, right here in this corner, I didn't see it, but there's I don't know if you see it there. There's a crease.
Color breaking.
That color breaking right there.
Yeah.
So this one, but I talked to everybody else. It's just a learning process, and this one too as well. This is issue number 2, volume. It was a volume 2, number 2. Yeah. This is version 1 in 25, I believe.
Nice.
20.
Beautiful books, man.
He signed it. He kind of signed them different. Like one, he kind of put heart in it. The other one, he just scribbled on the motherfucker.
Yes.
You know what? As long as I got that witness, even though it looks kind of shitty, but
you know what? You still got that yellow label on it.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. But the one with the highest grade actually looks better, in my opinion.
Yeah, and that's probably why they gave it a high.
I like that long whoosh line at the end.
Yeah, that one looks a lot more like to put some heart in it. But no, I was just glad it's an experience. I never done it before. I never gotten anything CGC slabbed in the process, so it was a nice learning curve for myself. I know that I've talked to, Strictly Comics, because he's very good, knowledgeable with that, as opposed to pressing and getting slabbed. Then I talked to him a few times on the sidebar, but it's always good to know firsthand too as well, because you learn from yourself and your own. But yeah, I'm glad with the grades, and I'm happy. They're like Edwin said, it's for my personal PC. I'm not gonna sell them. It's just something to remember by.
Yeah, I always think it's tough, with books where they do the signatures or remarks or sketches to get a 9.8 because they're being handled by these people and they're just changing so many hands and they're there on their table like scribbling on it. So
yeah, I almost want to get the writer or the artist some gloves, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, can you wear these before you sign my book?
Yeah. Well, I mean that's why we came out with like window bags and stuff,
Yeah.
That's why all that stuff started. But
I don't know. I've seen a Jim Lee signed book get a 9.9 one time.
Oh,
really?
Dang.
Yeah.
He like barely signed it.
Actually, Jim Lee signs so fast that a lot of times he won't even touch the book. Just the pen will touch it, and he'll.
His signature is like, because it starts with a J, sort of like my name. It's like a series of loops. It's like, and then a line at the end, like Benitez's little line. It's like loop, 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 and then a line. That's how he does it. Jared said, first hour of the con, get the book submitted for sketches. Funkoff says Zach and Beatty are coming to his con. And then Charlton66 said, I guess to everybody, is anybody planning on going to the Baltimore con in September? That's too far for me, so I won't be there. Bueller says, needs to go. Time to cook some books. So he says, thanks for the show. Well, thanks for joining us. I know you had to go, so hopefully you're hearing me say thanks to you. And I want to give a special shout out to Miss Hustle. Glad to have Miss Hustle here. Love me some Miss Hustle. So, all right, cool.
No, it Hustle.
That's right. Here, let me share this. I was going to share this with you guys. The actual website for San Diego, which is here. So this is how they do it. It's pretty cool. They put up the whole schedule. Wednesdays are preview night, obviously, and then on these you can actually, these are clickable, so you can click on these, and then it's got the whole schedule down below. Nice. It's right on, it's right on their website. Big days are, I mean, there's some stuff on Friday.
Do they have an app for that, San Diego?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot like.
And you
going to San Diego, Jesse? Are you?
Wish. No.
It's hard to get in though, from what I heard, and it's expensive. It's you gotta at least spend $15 just to go, from hotels to tickets.
Yep.
And then you're talking about another $15 just to spend, because it's almost like Disneyland of comics, except it's a little bit more premium pay. So I don't know. I have a friend who his father sells there, so he gets the tickets in advance, but he's only limited to, I think, 4 tickets. So it's him, his father, his helper, and then sometimes his sister goes with them. So I'm left with nothing. So I just tell him to give me some exclusives. I'll shoot him some PayPal.
Yeah, that's the only way it'd be worth it, is if you can get your hands on some of them exclusives.
To be a vendor there, the waiting list is literally, it's like 4 or 5 years before you can get it. Yeah.
And I heard once you get on, you need to keep going every year, otherwise you lose your spot.
You lose your spot, exactly. What was it? Mile High. They were there for years, like long time. They finally dropped out. It got to be, because obviously they got to pay all these celebrities, and it keeps getting more and more expensive to put it on. So all that cost came down to the dealer tables, and it got to be too expensive. So Chuck backed out, but he had a massive table, and I think that Bud Plant was there too, and he backed out. And those are some big tables, you know, big booths.
You can't downsize, can you? If you're a seller,
I think you can.
Because if you do Mile High, I would have never lost my spot. What I would have done is trade off with someone who has who wants to go bigger, and get a smaller one, because your cost will be less, to knowing that you won't lose that spot. Because what happens if he wants to go back into it, like you said? Now he's gonna have to.
Now he can't. Yeah, he's gonna go back to the bottom of the wait list.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I mean, he's not the only one. My LCS, they quit going. They haven't gone. This is like the second or third year in a row they haven't gone. So he's just like, it's just not worth it.
Yeah, I'd say if you're like anything other than like a comic book person, you know, it's probably not worth it these days because it's more pop culture than comics. Your best bet, and we've always talked about this. I know, Gomez, you've said it too at one point. The smaller shows are where you really want to be, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones that are all on. Oh, this is cool. Focus on David Mack. All on the comic books, like all the bins. You know, it's just straight up comic books. So those are the best ones if that's your priority.
Yeah, and when I went to the San Francisco con, it wasn't that bad. They had some good deals, not great deals, but Comics Unknown was there. If you get store exclusives, they had good deals compared to the online sites.
Right.
They didn't have to pay a premium for the shipping and all that stuff. But there was a lot of dollar books, a lot of recent issues that were dollar books that I found, like some Wolverines and all that stuff. So you're right, it's smaller cons because it's not that big. It wasn't that big a con. It was like a weekend event, but nothing crazy.
Yeah.
You find more gems. I think, like, you're right. I think having it at like San Diego Comic-Con, they've overpriced their product because there's gonna be a lot of people. They have more people that's gonna buy there compared to smaller cons.
Exactly. Look at this panel here. Makes me laugh. 70. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it?
Yeah.
75 years of superhero cereal boxes. So they're doing a whole hour on cereal boxes that had like Spider-Man, Batman, Iron Man, all these people. it's pretty funny. They're calling them cerealologists, the two guys who are doing it.
Oh, nice.
So it started in 1942 with the first Superman cereal box, and all the way up to today.
Better come with a free bowl of cereal, huh?
You know, it's that time. It's still the morning. Right? I want some Cheerios.
Breakfast of Champions.
Yeah. Man, they got the dude here they're talking about. He's got over 10,000 cereal boxes in his collection.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing, honestly.
That's gonna take up way more space than a Funko Pop.
Yeah,
right.
But it took Mile High Comics space on that. That's why it's new.
Yeah, right.
Hey guys, real quick, I gotta go. So you guys have a good rest of the show, and I'll catch the rest of it on the rewind.
All right.
Good, brother. Money.
See ya. Shmoney, baby.
10,000 cereal boxes. That's
insane. Yeah,
man. And you think 10,000 comics takes up a lot of space,
right?
Man.
Like, I can't imagine. Like, what do you do with all that?
I don't know.
Is there like a grading system? Like,
I would assume
like, that if you ate the cereal, that makes it an incomplete.
Right. I don't know. Some of those, I guess you're just hoping for a complete package at that point. Some of those, like, take bags.
Yeah.
Fucking the ounces don't add up.
Yeah, right.
We weighed it, and no. Well, they have to factor in evaporation.
Exactly. This is not as many honey nuts as we thought, so you're getting 9.2. Here's one, Justin. Top Cow Revolution. Got Mark Silvestri and Matt Hawkins.
Nice.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I've talked with Matt Hawkins before. I actually tried to get him on the show, but he's just way too busy.
Yeah.
So he's a cool guy.
I always want to send something when they do that, like Top Cow Scout or whatever thing they do each year. I always want to see because he like does like a really cool like video talking about it before they started or whatever. But I've never talked to him. But that's really cool, man. He's done so much stuff with Top Cow. He's been there since the beginning. You know.
Yeah, he's one that's got kind of like gone up the ranks, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because he just started out as like plotter and writing things like that.
Yeah,
on little books.
Yeah, this one looks cool too. This is Greg Goldstein. He's with IDW. He's going to be with Joe Jusko talking about Jack Kirby.
Nice. Yeah, I like Joe Jusko. He has good artwork.
Yeah,
a lot
really
of
good.
Yeah.
It's a really beautiful. Like he kind of like set the tone for like the painted style that a lot of like like the Delatos and stuff of today do. Perillo, all those guys. They have Joe Jusko to thank for making that like a big thing. And then here's one Kodansha that does Alita and Ghost in the Shell.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing a panel. Attack on Titan, Sailor Moon. I know you love that, Gomez. Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon, yeah, Sailor Moon Power. I love that shit. Me and my wife would be bonding on that cartoon. Look at this one. This is Joe Jusko right here. This is the Virgin one.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Sweet.
The Simpsons.
Yeah.
30th season.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Since 1989.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it's warning. There will be prizes.
Nice.
Here's your questions, I guess.
Yeah, right. Here's a Krypton panel.
Nice.
I'm talking about that. Yeah.
I like the first season. I haven't finished it, but I liked it up to where I have watched so far.
Yeah. Krypton season 2. Let's see, when did that start? Krypton season 2 starts sometime in 2019.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit of time for that. Miss Peggy Carter. Let's see. There's a lot of stuff there on Saturday. That was kind of the day I wanted to run through because that's usually when the big things happen. Joker 68. I ate some cereal the other day and it was from 2012 and it didn't taste very good. It was all it's probably
it was probably still. Oh,
yeah, right. It was like,
There might be a reason for that.
What was it? Some Wheaties? Oh.
That's probably it. The Wheaties. This one will be good right here. Official Aspen 15-year panel. Steigerwald, Vince Hernandez, who we've had on the show, on Ron Mars, JT Kroll, Sia Ohm. Big old panel. It was some beautiful artwork. Nice. I would go to that one. Yeah.
Are you going? You going?
No, I said I would go to that one. I'm not going to it, but yeah.
You're doing an imaginary itinerary.
That's right. In case anybody's watching who is going to go, then I guess you're welcome. Here's your itinerary. Boom.
That's like a 1 in 100 variant right there. That's how much people are going through the live chat.
Yeah. There's a Lara Croft. Let's see here. Oh, that sounds cool. Bridging anime and hip hop.
That's almost like the hip hop variants.
Caption,
yeah. Tough relationship between anime and hip hop, I guess, pals. Yeah, it's nice.
All right. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. If you want to check that out, it's comic-con.org/CCI/ and this is Saturday, so just put in Saturday, so that you can find that.
Okay, the actual day on the
right, and then like I said at the top, it's clickable, so you can click on each of the days. It starts Wednesday to Sunday, so you'll be able to see that.
That's coming up fast.
Yeah,
a week from this weekend coming up.
21st, I think it starts. Yeah. So, all right, cool. Nice. Let's see here. I don't have to leave. Pops, yeah. So, what do you guys got coming up on your channels? Anything that you want to plug? Any news and fun things?
I have a shit ton of books. I gotta put on a haul video, but I've been kind of like really backlogged. I picked this one up, the Lady Mechanical one, the new one. Yeah, I really like his artwork on the splash page.
Yeah, I have actually. I didn't.
This is the La Bella Dom Sans Mercy. So
Yeah.
I haven't read it yet. I want to read it. I'm trying to get a chance to read it.
I got this one
Oh yeah. That's the actual
Yeah.
B cover, right?
here.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. Is this the big one?
Oh no, it's cover A. This is cover B.
Yeah, I thought that. Let me see.
Direct market edition cover B.
Yep.
That's cover A.
Cover A, direct market edition. There's a bunch of covers though. If you look inside the cover,
Yeah,
it goes
I saw
to
that.
like
Yeah.
H, I think.
There's going to be a Comic Con
No, J.
exclusive. The new Comic Con exclusive.
Yeah.
That's, I mean,
From cover A to cover J, and then the cover S, which is the sketch, blank sketch. That would be the one to bring to Benito's.
Yeah. I don't know how much he charged. I never asked him for a sketch.
Yeah.
Greg Orange was charging $350 to $450. It was
I
ridiculous.
believe. Have you seen?
wow.
He'll do like one of his exclusives with a remark, like Spider-Man or Venom, all in black, like a 9.8 yellow label. He'll put it on eBay, and those things will go for like $1,400 easy.
Yeah, dang.
Yeah, no, but I'm like you. I'm way behind. I got my new book haul from the past 2 weeks, and then I have like a giant stack over here behind me of back issues I need to do a haul for too.
Yeah, no, I'm stacked with shit. I need to organize. It's just ugly. My wife's giving me the stink eye whenever she sees this shit when she comes home from work. I'm always getting busted. I have to make her dinner right now before she sees this shit. You get busted, man. But it's all right. I love it though. I love getting in trouble like a little kid. I just sweet talker, but it's all good. It's all good. It's better seeing comics than smelling like cigars or something like that. So
yeah.
At least it's something I can flip or to get rid of. I picked this up for $12. I don't know if you guys knew something about this, but it's the Joker mask. 1 through 4.
Nice.
I picked this one up at a LCS about this past weekend. Nothing. I just figured out it's going for like $34 to $30 on eBay. I figured out I'll try to give it a read since I saw it for $3 a piece. So I paid regular retail for it. And then cool. And then this one right here. This one's going like hotcakes and sausage. 1 in 25. Nice. That Venom story though, I asked one like we were talking about. I need to catch up and read. I'm really behind. I think I only read the first issue. Black Panther issue number 2. I'm trying to read as well. That one came out I think on Wednesday last week.
Is that the new one where there's like the space Wakandans?
Yeah. It's like when he's in an different time zone or something like that.
It's like Planet Wakanda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Planet Wakanda. Yeah.
Yeah. That started in the Legacy one shot. I think there was like a little clip of that.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah, maybe.
They're finally getting around to some of those stories.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what you thought about it then.
Yeah, I'll let you know in the comments. I know you do your whole videos. I'll let you know when I read it. Like I said, I got so much stuff to read. I'm really behind, and it's. I just finished Dark Knight's Metal, like literally like last week.
Oh wow!
Like the whole thing.
Yeah, you're behind.
And then I'm still gonna have to I still have the No Justice. I still have to read that 4-part series, or was it? It was a 4-part series. And I have that, but I haven't read that one yet. And it leads on to, I guess, Justice League, which I heard is really good. I got issues 1, 2, and 3 as well. Yeah. And I'm still trying to catch up on that one because I heard that one's way better than the Rebirth so far.
Did you get Man of Steel? That many?
I did get that one. The 1 through 6, the last issue, they came out. I did have read the whole thing too. I tell you, I get lost with what's the story about from all these different ones.
Yeah. Did you read Batman 50, or is that still like way down the pile for you?
I haven't even read 32 yet.
32? Oh, okay. I'm sure. Yeah, you're fine.
You can catch up in a weekend. You're fine.
Yeah, just sit down and read.
I tell you, I try to read one book and I end up reading some other book. I get sidetracked.
Yeah. That's funny. Sweet Exorcist said, no, wait. Philly's Superman said Lady Mechanica was good. And then Sweet Exorcist said the new Black Panther is pretty decent. And then Joker 68, Hugo Mess said those are sweet. I like the Joker mask books.
Nice.
Yeah.
So cool. And I see Don there. What's up, Don?
I actually got this one actually signed and getting CBCS witnessed. Joe Benitez, the Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah.
I got that one when I went to the con. I bought that from him for $20, and he signed it for free. And I got a CBCS witnessed, and that one's probably gonna come out in a few months because I kind of like got them all together at once. So hopefully in about a month or two I get that. I have quite a bit books coming through CBCS. My goal is to get 10 slabbed. I think I reached my quota for the year.
Month or two. I think if your turnaround time, you should probably think more like 4 months.
Yeah. I'm thinking probably. Yeah, if we got mailed like about 2 weeks ago, you're right. Probably like in October.
Yeah, it'd be a while. Especially now that they moved, they didn't anticipate, but there ended up being some delay with the move to Dallas, and as the moves always have some unforeseen things happen. So, extra delays there. I hope he shipped it to Dallas and not Florida.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Those.
Whoops.
We'll see when the turnaround comes by Christmas time.
Yeah, right, exactly. But wait, where's my book?
Be a nice video to show because, like I said, my first experience this year. Next year, I don't know. I need to sign up to CGC. I didn't sign up yet. Like the ones I did were basically off getting witness slabs.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, Justin, what do you got? You got a show tomorrow?
Yeah, we got Sunday morning comics in the morning, 10 o'clock. Everybody, make sure you're here. We'll be going through some stuff. Have a review video that'll be up later tonight. I just gotta run it through the render process, and then I'm gonna do a different video comparing two characters that are very similar. Jay Superman, Philly Superman knows who I'm talking about. The two characters, so. Jesse, you probably do too, but
I mean, I could
two
guess.
Characters that are both not old, and they're very similar, and it's really weird. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like that whole it's just been gnawing at me, so I'm gonna do a video and talk about it.
Yeah, they're like so similar. Yeah,
ridiculous.
Yeah. It's like, that is not a coincidence. There's no way that's a coincidence.
That's a blatant ripoff. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to get down to the actual origin of when thought concepts were coming about to see who was first there,
Right, exactly. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. As for me, I don't know. I got, like I said, the haul videos. I do have another history video that I have to record. So I'll be doing that. What I do is I do the audio with one app and then clean up the audio and then throw it into Premiere Pro and do all my other little fun edit stuff. So I got to do that, but got all that going, and I've already got some coals in the fire for the next in that series. So I don't know if people like that or not, but it's fun for me to research and make those videos. So that's what I'm doing. So.
Yeah. No, I like them. Like that most recent video you did about the direct market versus newsstand was good.
Hope people get something out of it too,
Oh yeah,
something new. So, and I'm still doing the character histories also. So if you guys got any ideas or suggestions or ones you want me to do to add to the list, I will. So that's always on the table. And that's it. This has been Super Talk episode number 3.
I got a lot of issues in my life, so
I know, right?
Right?
I do too. All right, cool. So yeah, that'll be it. We're doing this every other Saturday, 5:30. So join us not next week, but the week after, and you can come hang out. We had a lot of fun here. Gomez, you're always welcome on this panel. So definitely come back again in a couple weeks, hang out, and spend a good time, and we'll do it all again 2 weeks. All right, guys.
Right.
See you soon.
Thanks, everybody.
Laters.